Matthew, Matisse, Matisse. That's Matisse. In the 1930s. Matisse in the 1930s. What's going on here? Hold on. If I could say one person's name when I look at the overall picture of the entire what's being shown here, I'd have to say Bathsheba. She's in a bath. Sheba's in a bath. See the water? That's probably not her actual arm. I don't know, it might be something different. Coming from the back portion of the rear. Look, it's Nuut. Ain't that funny? That day that Nuut was shown. And it was also my head on Jonathan Kleck's video. And then Obama, and then rats. And SJD had said around the same year, or maybe before that, saying I'm Barack Obama and I'm a rat. Because Robin equals Nephilim and Robin equals Barack Obama. So Kleck showed my head as Robin, showing you Obama as well, and saying, oh, rats. Right after he was showing Nuut. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to move down here for good, down to Philly. In one of those apartments like the cathedral. One of those top floors up there. I never really started visiting my own hometown as much as I did since I started working for my boss, Dave. No matter how much I complain about whatever, I thoroughly appreciate my job. I really do. I really respect Dave, my boss, for even putting up with me, because he's that the boss that I actually stole from him from one of his houses when I was all high and stupefied on Xanax. The year that I had 4 cases, open cases, because I was out of control, and I went to jail in 2004. But beforehand, I've said the story before, but in case somebody doesn't know, the boss I work for now, who I've known for 20 years, over 20 years, I stole his appliances out of one of the houses that I was trimming. And I just thought, his insurance will pay for it. He's rich, it doesn't matter. He doesn't really need to make money. And the mindset was just so screwed up, because that was my enemy. I went to jail. I did my 1.5 year time. I never knew I was getting out until the day I got out. But I wrote him a letter in jail explaining to him what I did, and that I'll pay the damages, and you know, just the mistake that I made, and I'm sorry. And then when I got out, he actually gave me a job, so he forgave me. He forgave me. And he just kept letting me work with him. He even helped me get on my feet with a better truck. Gave me a loan. He did that twice so far. Both times I started back with him, he helped me just with a nice, reliable truck. So it goes a long way, that forgiveness that you can have, and then just the fact that what I did, and then he's just forgave me and moved on because he knew what kind of worker I was. So there's that story. What's the point of it? I don't know. Sometimes I just ramble on. And because what I'm doing here is usually I'll listen to something and the old phone would shut off and I had to find it, push the button, click. So it wouldn't want me to, it wasn't easy for me to stop and then record something real quick that I want to say and then move on and listen. And then, you know, I got to learn to just let certain things go. It's something I want to do. I want to be able to be on the move, communicate, listen, pause, hold on, have an open recorder all the time that doesn't die, and then just keep doing it like that instead of being behind a computer. I'd rather be on the road everywhere on the planet doing videos. Can anybody make that happen? Because I'll do it. I don't care where you send me, just provide so I'm good. Alright, so this is going to be a video where anything that happens from this point on is because I decided to do multitask, and even though it's not really a big deal, but for me it is, because this isn't usually how I do it, but I want to get bits and pieces, but I want to also listen because I haven't heard the rest of Collect's video here, so I'll just do it like that if anything interesting comes out of it. Alright, so here's a bonus. I mean yeah, so here's a bonus for you. It's a quite unusual curb in the middle of the street, and it happens to represent the male-female system at the same time. From the sky above the landing strip, and then not only that, William Penn, I'll get closer, but it looks like he's excited looking at the Statue of Liberty in New York. Excited, William Penn, and it's also right by the Jordan as you cross over to Bethany, and Beersheba's right over there. All nations are coming here. It's like a miniature United Nations. It's Oman and Pakistan. Panama and Finland. Oman, Pakistan, Panama, Finland. And the Ethiopians are going to be right at the doorsteps. Ethiopians will be at the doorsteps of the Rocky Art Museum. And then William getting closer to him. Still can't see that clear. The Philippines. There it goes. Freshly chopped down, the 11th tree out of the 12 altogether. The Garden of Eden inside, dead center of the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. What are these? That's quite an unusual looking nut sack. And over here is the Nuut Sekks tree. It's a Nuut Sekks tree. Yes, that's what it is. What kind of tree is that? It's a Nuut Sekks tree? Nuut Sekks? Nuut Sekks. These are Nuut Sekks. As Jonathan Clegg is talking about, I swear I can't make this stuff up. Hold on. I'll look. So I'm listening to it live, right? I mean, not live, but so if you rewind it to 149, what he was talking about, let's do that.
The other day, just to make it tangible.
148.
You know what this is right here? This is a penis right here in the
149.
scrotum. This is 2 axon, one part of the scrotum. See it? It's upside down. So here's the tip of the penis, and here's part of the scrotum, and here's the scrotum.
Nuut Sekks.
We are
Can't make this stuff up.
And I do way more play.
It's the cathedral square. One cathedral square. There's only one square cathedral. And I want to move in ASAP for free. I want to do my videos from up there because I'll just live there. I'll live here and then I'll just whatever enjoy my life while I'm here in Philly and show how charity entered into the hearts of the planet runners, those kings, and the power of God is working. Miracles, actually, that would be a miracle. You know why it would be a miracle? Simply because of this. So remember this, everybody who doesn't believe. You're going to admit to a miracle in the future, and don't turn back now. Don't try to back out now. There's no way in hell I would ever be able to get a free apartment up there in the sky because I asked for it. No way, right? No way in hell. Well, let's just document something. In the near future, I want to show you a miracle. You want to see a sign? Fine, Pharisee. 452, October 11, 2022. This is one cathedral square. And what I'm telling you in the future is I'm going to have a spot up there for free. It's going to be for as long as I ever want to live there. You know how easy that little miracle that you're going to see in the future can happen. I just need to know the person that built this building. And hopefully he has a YouTube channel and he's been watching under just whatever, a different name, mask, face, voice, and everything. How do you even know who you're talking to on YouTube with the people? I just need to influence him to want to give. If he can do that, that's the beginning of showing what it's like to be built upon a rock. What kind of false reality is this? Push or wave that button. Why? What's going to happen?
Wait.
See? That's what happens when you push it. He tells you to effing wait. What is the point?
Wait. Wait. 17. Walk sign is on across 17. 17. Walk sign is on across 17. 17.
Unbelievable. You know what that thing does? It's teaching people to be patient and telling you to freaking wait, stupid, because there's nothing you can do when you push that damn button. You know what? Good for you, AI. I actually like that. Matter of fact, I love that. It tells you to wait. Because if you're dumb enough to push the button, there you go. Wait, let's get this straight. I only pushed it to see what it was going to do. There's the head of the serpent wearing a crown. That's the very face. 222. Another mirror. It gives this building a twin on the other side. Hold on. I think I found a discovery. Good thing I decided to do this. Mary up here. What do you see? Well, let me tell you what I see. Underneath of her arms, on the left-hand side, about halfway between her top arm and elbow, is the forming of an eye of a sheep. The tongue goes down a little bit more on this side at the bottom, the tongue, and then the nose up at the top. So basically, Mary has a dead sheep on her chest. If I knew where Price Harper was, ah man, where's Price when you need him? See, that's the only thing. I got to bring another phone that has Wi-Fi. That's what I need to do. So Paul has the sword along with the Bible in his hand, and Peter, he was given the keys of the kingdom because the keys are in his hand. Jesus is basically, I think his robe has a sheep on the front as well, a longer one, but he's kind of leaning down there to Peter there. He's like, I know it's me. I know I'm guilty. Or he's like, Peter, here's the keys to the kingdom. Not even sure what to make of this thing. Spoke wheel dripping into a funnel. And apparently there's some type of sound that comes out of it. All right, it's worth telling this story. The story is, I sensed a tactic. So a tactic was the guy and his girlfriend were walking by, and he does like a tippy toe tap dance thing as he just walks by. Now, it could just be a normal thing, just people randomly do it. And it doesn't matter if it is or it isn't. So I just like to amuse myself when I roam this planet, knowing how controlled everybody is to do anything that's unusual. Anything at all, just to be unusual and out of ordinary. So, because he tippy-toed, and then he looked at his girlfriend, like smirked, like, because, you know, they're doing something secret about somebody that doesn't know that they're doing it. Now, I could be wrong, but only the true gang stalking leader in the United States of America would know if that was a tactic or not. If it was, well, I just turned around on my little scooter here. I scooted back over there, going behind, you know, on the same street. They're walking up the pavement, and all I do is just say what I think he might have heard in his ear: tippy toe across, tippy toe. And then he looked back, like, and he looked at me a couple times, and he looked at his girl, and he grabbed like the back of her and moved her kind of closer to him. So I think he might have been a little freaked out. Maybe he heard, maybe I'm saying out loud what he actually heard in his ear. Like tippy toe when you walk by this guy. I won't truly know, but I don't mind sounding like a paranoid, schizophrenic, someone that needs help, which I do, and thinks that gang stalking just is non-existent, even though on the internet it specifically says gang stalking jobs. There's even 3 of them right near my neighborhood. I'm surprised there's even 3 left. You mean you know why there's only 3 gang stalking jobs in my neighborhood? Because everybody else already is one. So there's only 3 positions left. I don't know what happened to those 3 dudes or 3 people. At times, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say besides just say it. Because some people want to hear it, so they just say it. I say what? They say just say it. What's it? Well, what is it to you? Say it. Don't worry about anything else. Just say it. Just keep saying it. Just say it. Whatever it is to you, just say it. We want to know. It's like an IQ test. What do you see? What do you hear when we tell you X, Y, and Z? And what does everybody else hear when you say the same? Do you fall in line with the same herd, or a leader, a shepherd, instead of just falling in line with what all the other sheep would say? So just keep saying what you're saying. Eventually, you're going to make reality, your dream, a reality. So just be patient and keep doing it. That's what the Lord told me, the real one. Do you think this is just for me? Or were they here first? And what does it even matter one way or another? It doesn't. It's just pure entertainment for me. Usually they'll keep their head down and act like they're looking at something. Like that. Yep. And then when you look at it as being greeted all the time, it's more of an honor to you because you're just being greeted everywhere you go. And protected because they're just eyes and ears for the king who has my back. Oh, and I forgot to mention the car that revved up. It only revved up as soon as it was right where I was at. I mean, I appreciated the sound. It sounded pretty good. It's husky. Thanks. Now just, where's it at? This has been another production of Robin Hood Dell.